And welcome everyone to an NCAA.com March Madness offseason Skype session. I'm Andy Katz. Pleased to be joined by Colorado head coach Tad Boyle, who is the current chair of the NCAA Men's Basketball Rules Committee. And Tad, a couple of items that we definitely want to get to here. Let's start with the three-point line. What was decided?
Well, we've decided, Andy, we're going to move the three-point line back to the FIBA distance. We took the recommendation from both the Oversight Committee and the Competition Committee. Had some discussions, lengthy discussions about it and how we think it'll help our game. And we decided to move it back. We looked at a lot of data over the last couple of years from NIT tournaments, and as well as going back to 1986 when the three-point line came in and kind of tracked, a lot of the data between then and now, and felt like this would be a good thing for our game.
What did the data show you?
Well, data showed us that really there's not a huge difference in terms of when the line goes back. The percentages go down about a percentage point, but then they'll come back up as players get more used to it, practice it more. Really felt like it would help the spacing of our game, move players a little further away from the basket. Certainly when you got good shooters on the floor, you got to go out and cover them. And so it's going to allow more opportunities to drive and more opportunities for post players to operate in the post. And just, again, felt like it was a good thing for our game.
And Tad, how much have you seen players actually take shots that are beyond the current college three-point line so that this may not end up being that big a change for them?
Yeah, I don't think it will be as big a change for guys because, again, they'll have the summer to practice it, and the fall, and a foot and a half is not a huge distance. Again, looking at the data, percentage points went down about 1 to 1.5%, I think, in the NIT games over the last couple of years. So, not going to see a huge discrepancy in the percentage of shots going in, but again, it'll help open up the floor, I think, for the good of the game.
What about the cost? I don't know if this was addressed at all, of actually repainting the floors, because that's going to have to occur around the country.
Absolutely, no. That was a discussion, and the committee has decided that for Division I schools, this is going to go into effect in the next year, 1920 season. But for Division II and Division III, we're going to give them a year to initiate this rule, to give them, again, planning to redo it. A lot of Division II, Division III teams don't redo their floors every single year. Some Division I teams don't, but we've tried to give as much anticipated notice that, hey, this might be coming. And, this is not final yet. This is the decision that the Rules Committee is going to be recommending. There's going to be another comment period on all these rules that will get feedback from coaches, and then it'll go to the prop committee, and they're the ones that give the final stamp of approval sometime in early June.
All right, let's shift to the lane, because obviously a lot of times that works in conjunction. What did your committee decide as to what to do with the lane?
The committee decided to keep the lane as is. Again, the recommendation coming down from oversight and competition committees, that was their recommendation as well, and we stuck with that. We felt like by widening the three-point line and keeping the lane the same will give us a very good feel if widening the three-point line actually was a good thing or not. And certainly widening the lane may come up in future years. We'll see. But again, the lane was going out about 2 feet on each side. The three-point line is going out 1.5 feet. So when we talk about spacing and making freedom of movement and giving an open floor to offensive players, we felt like widening the lane and the three-point line at the same time may not give us a real clear picture of which one of those is the thing that works the best. So we decided to keep the lane as is. Felt like low post play is certainly a part of our game that we want to continue to have. And again, widening the lane takes a little bit of that out of the equation. There's not very many great low post players left in the game, and we didn't want to legislate them out of the game.
And related to the lane, is the shot clock after an offensive rebound, because it happens within the lane in terms of when that rebound and where it occurs. What did you guys decide to do with that?
We decided to recommend that we reset the shot clock to 20 seconds after an offensive rebound, as well as tips on free throws, and basically anytime the offense regains control of the ball in the front court, go with a 20-second shot clock. The whole idea is, you have 10 seconds in college basketball to get the ball from the back court to the front court. So once the ball's in the front court, you got 20 seconds to get a shot off, and felt like that would, increase possessions and hopefully increase scoring. And again, gonna go with that recommendation.
All right. So just to recap, we've got the 3-point line now going to the international distance, which certainly will add uniformity, especially when college players play internationally. We've got the lane staying the same and the shot clock being reset after an offensive rebound. Essentially, those are going to be the critical rule changes, assuming they are approved beyond your committee for 2019 and 20. Tad, appreciate you taking some time. I know you got a lot of work to do here in the offseason. Get Colorado. We'll see into the NCAA tournament. You got McKinley Wright back next season.
Yeah, Tyler Bay's back.
Yep.
We got everybody back.
That's right. Definitely a team to watch. Watch the Buffaloes going forward. They're definitely going to be a team that will contend at the top of the Pac-12. Thanks, Tad.
Thank you. Yep. Thanks, Andy.